Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. My name is Daniel, and in today's video, I'd like to share with you why you should buy business liability insurance for your dumpster rental business. So we'll go ahead and get right into the video. All right, so to begin with, I did just want to share this one thing. You know, oftentimes there can be confusing things about different terms, what they really mean, and especially when it comes to insurance, knowing what you're insured for, because that's just simply huge. If there's some type of accident and you don't have all of the proper coverage for it, your insurance, no matter what kind of insurance it may be, they will not cover you if you didn't already have that insurance on your coverage. You know, business liability insurance is not going to cover your truck. It's not going to cover your trailer while you're going down the road. That would be commercial insurance. You know, commercial auto insurance, that's the thing that's going to actually cover anything while you're in motion. The difference is business liability insurance is what covers everything while you're not in motion. If you were backing up into a driveway and your foot slipped and the trailer went straight into their home or knocked down their fence or something, that's going to be covered by your commercial auto insurance. Business liability insurance is going to be the things that when the trailer is parked, when your truck is parked, that's essentially your whole business while you are stationary. It's going to cover the things like while you're not hooked up to the trailer, you don't chock the wheels and the trailer slides down a steep driveway. If the dump trailer was parked, close to the house where that gate could hit a window or something, those are the things that business liability insurance covers. It's something that your company has brought on to the site, to the customer's home, wherever it may be, and any damage that's done because of your equipment that's maybe damaged their property. Maybe you've scuffed up the driveway, the trailer rolled off and hit something, or something got damaged because of your business, anything to do with you that could be tied back to you. That's what business liability insurance covers. Next up, business liability insurance is going to cover anything that the customer might do to your property, to themselves, while using your property, while using your services. If they slip and fall while loading things into the trailer, if they throw something and it comes back and hits them in the face and they get a cut and they have to go get stitches, whether you're negligent or they are negligent with your property and something gets damaged, whether it's property, your property or their property, or if they hurt themselves, that is what business liability insurance covers. So these first two things, whether it was yourself or someone else, the actual customer who damages, whether it's property or injures themselves, those are two huge reasons why you have got to have business liability insurance for your dumpster rental business. Whether you do everything right and to the book, if they do something to hurt themselves, if they are negligent for causing any issues using your property with your business, that falls on you. So whether it's you or your customer, we are bound to have things happen in life that go wrong. We make mistakes, and I would venture to say, especially at the beginning, starting your dumpster rental business, more mistakes will happen at the beginning rather than 5 years, 10 years, 15 years later on. Things still happen, but you've got to have this liability insurance for your business, because things can go south so quickly. If you don't have this, your business could be taken away. If you get sued for all you're worth, you're going to be done. And so having this protects you whether you do something stupid or they do something stupid, and it's just not worth risking not having this insurance that could potentially take away your business just like that. So those are the two first main reasons why you need to have this business liability insurance. The next reason why you should get business liability insurance is because it's low risk, high reward. And when I say that, I'll kind of unpack that a little bit. The price you have to pay for business liability insurance versus the reward for having it, it tips the scales. Business liability insurance is very cheap. It's very cheap for a good reason. Number one, there's a huge pool of business owners who have this insurance, but it is still rare when something might come up. Someone might think, well, it's not worth it because how often is something really going to happen? Well, if everyone is pooling their money to these insurance companies, the likelihood of it happening to you is so low, it makes it to where you don't actually have to pay a whole lot, because it does happen so rarely for so many different types of businesses. So it's that very reason why maybe you're talking yourself out of, I don't really need it. How often is it really going to happen? That's the same reason why you should buy it, because it's that cheap. The risk or the consequence of you not having this business liability insurance, it's so catastrophic for your business. If you don't have an LLC, you don't have a corporation, you yourself are open for being sued by the customer or whoever was injured or hurt or whatever damaged property happened. You are opening yourself up to that liability. Getting this insurance that costs so little, but yet covers so much if something were to happen. You know, it's pennies on the dollar compared to what you would have to pay if that one time that, you'll say it'll never happen to you, but let's say that one time does happen. Let's say your truck somehow gets put in reverse, the trailer starts sliding, or the customer is clowning around on your dumpster and slips and falls, cracks their head open, goes to the emergency room. You are going to immediately wish you had had this business liability insurance, because that would have covered all of the medical insurance. It would have covered any damage to your trailer and would have stopped any headache from going any further going down that road. The consequences versus the rewards for having business liability insurance at such a low price for pretty much any business out there, it's not really even up for debate. It's so negligent to not have this insurance for your overall business, no matter whether you do something stupid, they do something stupid, or anyone else with your business. And lastly, having business liability insurance does cover your future finances. If you were to not have this, if something were to happen, this could be the difference between you buying another trailer this year versus having to wait a whole year because you had to pay someone's medical bills, you had to repair your own trailer, you had to help get the foundation rebuilt to someone's home because someone pulled out the tire chocks and the trailer rolled down with the extra weight having been put into the trailer, being filled up, and then it runs into the side of a house, or something even worse. Someone could even be hurt or killed. This could be the end of the business. It could be setting you back a year or two, or maybe even more for your future financial plans. And lastly, it could put you and your family in harm's way, potentially taking your house, your property, your assets. This is just so huge of a thing. If you leave yourself open to this type of exposure, not having this business liability insurance, which limits the barriers between the customer getting to you, this is the thing that's another barrier that stops them, just like a LLC or a corporation. This limits them from getting to you to sue you to take your money. So this is why you really need to get a business liability insurance policy to cover your dumpster rental business. Whether you think you're going to be flawless, you're not, and guaranteed your customers are not going to care about your property as much as you do. They're most likely not around big dumpsters like maybe you are, chucking large objects into a big dumpster and potentially things coming back at them, the barn doors opening when they weren't expecting it. There's just any number of things that leaves you out for exposure to be sued. This is one of the very first things you need to do before you ever rent out a trailer. Getting this insurance may be the difference between your business shutting down or you having to pay 10 grand for an emergency room bill for someone who was stupid on your trailer and hurt themselves. Something happens. It's just not worth the risk, and it's just so cheap to be able to get for your business. So please consider getting business liability insurance. There's too many things that can come up. It's so cheap, it's so worth it. It's just almost a no-brainer for me. So hopefully this video is a help to you and just kind of considering all the different potential ways that you're exposing yourself for that liability coming up in your business. It would be a real shame if you put your blood, sweat, and tears into this business, and then for all that, or a portion of that even, to be taken away from you because you didn't have this type of insurance on your business. So with all that being said, hopefully you have a great day today. Stay safe, guys, and God bless.